In this video, I have a couple different videos I'm going to be showing in it. The first video is actually I'm going to be showing about a trailblazer rear door. It's like kind of putting a square peg in a round hole, because I take and put a door handle from an extended trailblazer in a shorter trailblazer that has a different type of handle. So that's what will be in the first part of the video. And the second part of it will be me putting in a door speaker into which includes pulling the door panel off a rear door and then pulling the speaker out and replacing the speaker and putting it in. If you wouldn't mind, I don't normally ask for this stuff, but if you could please like and share, maybe subscribe if you're just watching me for the first time, I would really appreciate it. So, without further ado, watch the new show. Thank you. Let's say you're working on your trailblazer, you got a busted rear door handle, and you go down to the local pick-apart to find some different door handles for it. And you go there and you find one that's got the painted body color that matches your vehicle, and you're like, man, I want them on mine. So you grab all 4 door handles and you take off and you go home. And then when you get home, you're putting your door handles in. You get the front one in, no big deal there. But then you get to the back door and you get the handle all loose and you pull it out of the door, and you realize that it's got just the one hole there, or the one mounting point right here. There's a bracket on the inside that mounts it in there. And then you realize on the one that you're going to be putting in your vehicle has 2 mounting holes, that one there and that one there, and it doesn't even have the provisions for the other one. So what do you do? What do you do at that point? I found that if you take and you want to put that handle in there, you can take and I used actually the new door handle, and I marked it on the vehicle where the bolt holes would go. So then you just take a drill and you drill the holes. Let me speed up my drill a little bit. Try to be careful, because if you slip, you can make a big mess. But it drills really easy. I'm going to drill them a little sloppy, so that way I can adjust it the way I want. The nuts should be able to handle it. We'll see if that fits, if that's enough messing around with it. There you go. That's it. Then bolt the thing in. This bolt here is kind of difficult to get to on the back side, because everything, the way the door is, the front one's easy to get to. It's the back one that's the hard one. But you can do it, because I did it to the other side of this. But I just want to show you that little tip, because I know a lot of people probably like, oh, you can't put that door handle there. Well, actually you can. You just have to make it so it'll go there. Well, today I'm just working on the Trailblazer, and I'm working on putting new door speakers in it, because all my door speakers were fried. And I just wanted to show you a few things that I'm doing to it, how to get the door panel off. And on the door up here, you can see this little gap in there. There's also a gap here. There's a gap over here. Same thing, and then up here. So basically what you want to do is shove a pick in there, because it'll actually push the pin down on the thing, on the retainer, and it'll let you pull it out. And apparently I can't do the phone and hold the camera and do that at once. So they're starting to come. And then get this one over here, And there you go, it just comes right off. And then down in the door down here, there is a little screw cover. And best way to get that screw cover off is just shove a pick down in there to get this to focus out. Apparently not. I don't know if my phone is dirty or what. Doesn't want to focus. But anyhow, you can pull it, shove a pick down in there and get at it. And then you can pull this cover off. And then there's two 7mm down in there that you can pull out. And you just keep on working to get the door panel off. You take the screws out. It's got push pins holding the door panel into the door itself. Get them out of there. Got one more. Got a couple different things going on this video today. I showed you on the one door where I put the different handle in, or I will show you. I don't know if I'm going to post that first after this or what. Get the screws out, and then you can take a door panel tool, and this is a cheapy Amazon one. You push it underneath the door and you just try to pop it out, and trying not to break anything or scratch the vehicle at the same time. But these come out pretty easy. I also want to take the switch cover, the switch out, so I get the door panel out of the way. And it's got one little pin on it right here, a clip. That door panel tool works pretty good to get in there. And take that out, and then you have access to the speaker right here. And it's held in with some Torx screws. I'm going to get some tape for that. Some Torx screws, and then that'll come right out. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go get the screw gun for that because I forgot to grab that. Okay, I got what I needed to. No sense boring you guys with it. Got my tape, so I can tape that piece up. I don't like it falling down like that, but it's an old vehicle, so a little tape underneath things doesn't hurt. Get my screw gun and start popping these screws out there. They're T15 Torxes on this. And other cars, they'll be whatever the manufacturer put them out as. Yeah, none of these speakers worked in this thing. Not a one. Kind of crazy. Alright, then I take and I'm gonna pry that off of there. Actually, I don't know if it's coming off the way I want it to. No, the cover's coming off. Speaker didn't. There we go. Alright, the other crazy thing about this is now that I'm switching over to aftermarket speakers, the speakers are going to have different ends on them. I can't just unplug this, so I'm just going to cut them like this and get rid of that speaker, because that speaker's junk. And I'm going to take and prep this for the new ones, the new ends I'm going to put on it. And I know I don't have the wire tool that everybody would have for it. I don't have that on me. But I also know how to work a pair of side cutters. One thing I'm going to be doing is putting ends on it. Yes, I got these ends here, and I'm going to be running these ones right here to put on the speaker. First thing I'm going to do to them though is I'm going to take the plastic sheathing off of them because I want to be able to do it the way I want to do it. So I basically took the sheathing off so it looks like that. And I'm going to do it to this one too. I'm not going to solder them. Ideally, soldering them would be the best way of doing it, but I'm not going to. I got these units here, and I'm just going to put them in there and crimp them, and then throw these over them. And what these are is shrink tubing. So I'll put the shrink tubing on. Now this one, it's pretty easy to tell which one's negative, which one's positive. White's going to be positive on this one, and black is going to be negative. So now I'll put this on, and I'm going to crimp it together. And since I don't have the crimping tool with me, I'm just going to crimp it over with this pair of side cutters. And that's good. And then I'll just push that on there as far as I can get it to go, and do the same thing to the other one. Oh, drop that one. Where that thing went. There you are. Come on, get up here. This concrete ate it. I have to make a new one. Didn't want to be on the truck anyhow. If you don't want to be there, I don't want you there. Alright, pull this one off. So I don't know what you guys all do for a living or what, but like I said in the past, I do auto glass, but I grew up on a farm in Minnesota, working on crap all my life. Whether I do it all right, I don't know. It's right to me, but whatever's not right to me could be right to you. I don't know. Now I'll just take a little heat and heat up the shrink tube. I just put the shrink tube on just so it'll be where I want it to be, and it doesn't have to be perfect because the wires ain't gonna be touching anything anyhow. Another thing on this I'm gonna have to do is right here on them, there's a couple little tabs that are on the mounting bracket for the factory speakers, where the aftermarket speakers that I'm putting on it don't have that. So let me grab the speakers and I'll bring you back at that point. So the speakers I'm putting in this door, they're just some JVC 300 watt speakers. Someday I wouldn't mind putting like a little mini amp in there just to get a little bit more oomph out of them. It's gonna have to be what it's gonna have to be for right now. I just want to be able to hear the radio. I don't care if it's like a Bose system or whatever. I just want to be able to have a radio if they want to have a radio on. So if they want radio on. So great. First thing I'm going to do is take that and throw that because I'm not using it. And then I'll hook the wires up. White to positive, black to negative. Alright, then this should just go right where I want it to. What did I do with them screws? I know I put them somewhere. There they are. I'll put one screw in down here at the bottom first. And my little thing in there. And then I'll put another screw in right here. These speakers aren't 100% designed for this. They're very universal type speakers, but they're gonna work for what I need it to do. If I don't wreck them while I put them in. And I know it's probably boring right now watching me put in speakers in a door. But hey, gotta have tunes, right? Gotta have tunes. And just put the cover back on. First thing you want to do is feed this through. So it's there. Come on. Get hooked in my finger. Push it in the pins. Can't tell I've never done that before, right? Alright, that goes in like that, I believe. Yeah. And where's my 7mm? We'll do this. Probably put them up here and they ran down the thing. There they are. I'm doing this by feel. I'm not even watching it because I'm sitting on a chair. I don't want to get in the cameras way too much. But you know, you do this stuff long enough, you just get to know things by feel on it. Heck, I could shoot a bead of urethane on a windshield and not even have to look at it while I'm doing it. I just shoot it and be done with it. Alright, that's pretty much it. I get that center cover cap on there over the handle and it's good to go. Let's turn the radio on and see what we can hear. See if the speaker works. Here we go. Nice, the thing about this though, when you put them on, there's two little pin holes here and there's two pins. They're guide pins. You just take and put them in them guide pins and you just push it on and then it's done. So let me turn the radio on and see if we have any tunage from it. Now there you go. It's working. It's working, but I can't play it because YouTube copyright. Well, there you go. That's pretty much all there is to doing that door speaker on it. You did hear the music coming out of it, so it is working. Wish I could make it so I could play it a little bit longer and louder for you, but hey, at least we know it works. So you guys have a good day. Till next time.